Part of coordinate system. Already we discussed different formulas, okay, and from the last class we are discussing some simple problems, okay. So we need to find out the orthocenter and circumcenter of the triangles formed by these combinations of points. See, let us look at the first one. If these are the vertices of a triangle, then what is the orthocenter and circumcenter of the triangle? First of all, you just observe the vertices, okay. What are the given vertices? 2a comma 0, 2a comma 2b, 0 comma 2b. Actually, in the last class, in 24th point, I mentioned you about orthocenter and circumcenter of a right angle triangle. As we discussed, if we have a right angle triangle, for sure this right angle vertex is the orthocenter and the midpoint of the hypotenuse is the circumcenter. So we know in a right angle triangle, this right angle vertex is what? Orthocenter. Okay, H. Whereas this midpoint of hypotenuse is circumcenter. With that idea, when you observe these three vertices, all these three together will form a right angle triangle, and so clearly this 2a comma 2b is the orthocenter, midpoint of these two is the circumcenter. And from there we developed a shortcut trick also. What is that? First of all, you just pay attention on these 2 points. X coordinate is same 2a, and here y coordinate is same 2b. So if you have 3 vertices of a triangle in such a way, always these type of vertices will form a right angle triangle, and for that right angle triangle, this double marking vertex 2a comma 2b is the right angle vertex, so that's the orthocenter, whereas the midpoint of other two is the circumcenter. So for this combination of vertices, orthocenter is directly 2a comma 2b. Whereas what you say about circumcenter? Circumcenter is the midpoint of these two, x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. 2a plus 0 is 2a, by 2 is a. So circumcenter is denoted by s and its coordinates are a comma b, just midpoint of these two. That's okay. Then what to say about the second problem? Now this time the vertices are 4 comma 0, minus 1 comma minus 1 and 3 comma 5. So see, actually we know the way of finding orthocenter and circumcenter in a general triangle. We discussed it earlier in previous classes. But I am just mentioning that, I just mentioned that these are special triangles. You need to identify the type of triangle, then it is easy to find orthocenter and circumcenter. Okay? For every problem to find orthocenter and circumcenter, first of all, you just identify the type of triangle. If the triangle is either right angle, if the triangle is equilateral, then our task is very easy. If the triangle is in general a scale and triangle, then we need to go with the regular procedure. But here, see, think about this P. You just mark the vertices just like name the triangle as ABC and the vertices A 4 comma 0, B minus 1 comma 1 and C 3 comma 5. First of all, try to find the distance between the vertices. That means sides of the triangle. What is side length AB, side length BC, side length CA? So AB, distance between A and B. So you will get square of the something. So square of, so 4 minus of minus 1, 4 plus 1 square, 5 square is 25, plus 0 minus of minus 1 is 1, 1 square is 1, and that AB length is root of 26. And now BC, distance between these 2 points B and C. Again x2 minus x1. So you may go with this side. 3 minus of minus 1. 3 plus 1, 4 square is 16, plus 5 minus of minus 1, 5 plus 1, 6 square is 36. So this is simply nothing but square root of 52. Now distance between C and A. x2 minus x1, 4 minus 3 is 1, 1 square is 1, 0 minus 5 square is 25, and that is equals to square root of 26. Just observe the side lengths. This is root 26, this is root 52, this is root 26. When you observe all these things, it is very clear that AB square plus CA square is equals to BC square. Okay, I am writing here. AB square plus AC square is equals to BC square. So sum of squares of any two sides is equals to the third side. In such a case, we say that it forms a right angle triangle, and for that right angle triangle vertex is A, because here it is BC square. So we need to take that BC as the hypotenuse. At the end, the triangle formed by these 3 points is again a right angle triangle. And for that right angle triangle, A is the right angle vertex. So what is the orthocenter? Orthocenter is 4, 0. For this triangle, orthocenter is directly 4, 0. Then what you say about circumcenter? Circumcenter is what midpoint of the hypotenuse B and C. So B and C. So these 2 points, calculate its midpoint. X1 plus x2, 3 minus 1, 2 by 2 is 1, y1 plus 1 by 2, 5 minus 1, 4 by 2 is 2. So 1, 2 is the circumcenter. Okay, just have a look. See, if the vertices of a triangle are in this format, surely it is a right angle triangle. If the vertices are not in that format, then it may be right angle or may not be right angle, we don't know. But we need to check whether it is right angle or not. How to check? To check, we need the side lengths. So from the given vertices, calculate the side lengths, observe the side lengths, whether these sides are equal or not. Okay, if all those are equal, then it is equilateral. So for equilateral, we have a separate logic. But the sides lengths are different, but sum of the squares of 2 is the third one. So right angle triangle, orthocenter is this right angle vertex A, circumcenter is the midpoint of hypotenuse BC. Okay, instead of finding orthocenter and circumcenter in a regular procedure using SA is equals to SB is equals to SC, this is bit comfortable to calculate circumcenter and orthocenter. Okay, have a look. Now third problem. Now this time the vertices of the triangle are 1, root 3. Take it as A, 0, 0, B and 2, 0, C. Again calculate side lengths. AB is what? Distance between A and B. So square root of x2 minus x1. This is 1 minus 0, 1 square plus y2 minus y1. Root 3 minus 0 is root 3 square. So that is equals to 3 plus 1, 4, root 4 is 2, AB is 2. Then what you say about BC? So BC is equals to square root of x2 minus x1. So 2 square plus 0 square and directly it is 2. Then what you say about CA, distance between C and A? Square root of, again, x2 minus x1. This is 2, this is 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 square plus 0 minus root 3. So minus root 3 whole square. So again it is 2. So just observe here. So AB is equals to BC is equals to CA. So AB is equals to BC is equals to CA concludes that triangle ABC is equilateral. And since triangle ABC is equilateral, in equilateral triangle, okay, incenter is equals to orthocenter is equals to circumcenter is equals to 9-point center is equals to centroid. In equilateral triangle, all those points are coincident. Incenter, orthocenter, circumcenter, 9-point center, centroid. Everything, all these points, everything are coincident. Since all these points are coincident, finding orthocenter or finding circumcenter or finding 9-point center, everything is equals to finding centroid. Because among all these points, finding centroid is easy because we have a specific formula for that. So use that, find centroid. That centroid itself acts like what? Orthocenter and circumcenter. So what is the centroid of these three vertices? So we know that centroid is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. x1 is 1, x2 is 0, y1 is 2. So 1 plus 0 plus 2 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So what it is? Root 3 plus 0 plus 0 by 3. So just simplify. 1 plus 2, 3 by 3 is 1 and this is root 3 by 3 is 1 by root 3. At the end you will get that it has what? Yeah, because of space I am searching. So So for this you will get that this is equals to 1 comma 1 by root 3. 1 comma 1 by root 3. That 1 comma 1 by root 3 itself acts like centroid, like orthocenter, and that is same as equals to circumcenter. Everything is same and it is 1 comma 1 by root 3. Just have a look. So before going to find orthocenter and circumcenter of a triangle, first of all it is better to know the type of the triangle, whether it is equilateral or right angle or any irregular scalene triangle like that. If it is equilateral, our task is easy, go with centroid. If it is right angle, then also our task is easy, just think about right angle vertex as well as the midpoint of hypotenuse. If it is not equilateral, if it is not right angle, then we need to go with the regular procedure. Okay, have a look. So now this time we need to find orthocenter and circumcenter for the triangle formed by these vertices. Actually, to find centroid and incenter, we have direct formulas. Okay, so that's why finding centroid and incenter is not complicated. Always we go with a particular formula, we will get it. But whereas coming to orthocenter and circumcenter, we don't have a formula. We need to move with a procedure. Okay, and that's why we are searching for the simplest ways of finding orthocenter and circumcenter. But those simple ways are depending on the type of triangles. Okay, so that's why to find orthocenter and circumcenter of the triangle with the vertices root 3, root 10, root 7, root 6, root 5, root 8. See, observe these vertices. These vertices never form right angle, never form equilateral, it is general triangle. But when you observe the vertices, see this 3 plus 10 is 13, 7 plus 6 is 13, 5 plus 8 is 13. That is the sense, in another way, square of the first one, square of the second one, if you add it is 13, square it, add, it is 13, square it, add, it is 13. That's the hint involved in the problem. Okay. So for that what I am doing is, see, I will calculate distance from origin. Distance from origin. Origin is what? 0, 0. Distance from origin 0, 0 to the first point root 3, root 10. I will calculate distance from origin to this point. What is the distance between these 2 points? If you calculate, you will get the distance between these 2 points as how much? That is square root of 13. You just do it. x2 minus x1 whole square is 3. y2 minus y1 whole square is 10. So 10 plus 3 is 13. So root 13. Distance from origin to the point is root 13. The same way, I will calculate distance from origin to the point root 7 comma root 6. If you calculate distance from origin to the point, and now this time it is again root 13. So root 7 minus 0 square and root 6 minus 0 square. And again distance from origin 0 comma 0 to the third point root 5 comma root 8 is how much? Again it is what? Root 13. So distance from origin to a line, see, to a point. Distance from origin to a point is square root of x square plus y square. So square root of the sum of the squares is root 13. Square root of the sum of the squares is root 13. Square root of the sum of the squares is root 13. So what it concludes is, for suppose if you say this is A, this is B, this is C, from this discussion it is very clear that OA is equals to OB is equals to OC. OA is equals to OB is equals to OC. That means the point O, origin is equidistant from the vertices ABC. Since origin is equidistant from the vertices, we say that origin itself has the circumcenter. Therefore, for this problem, circumcenter is equals to origin. Okay. So for this type of problems, origin itself is the circumcenter. Okay. So there ends the task. Because we know circumcenter is equidistant from all the vertices. Here origin is equidistant from the vertices. So this origin is our required circumcenter. But our task is to find orthocenter also. Then to find orthocenter, let orthocenter as some alpha comma beta. Let orthocenter as alpha comma beta. So circumcenter is 0 comma 0, orthocenter is alpha comma beta. Then with the help of Euler line, this is orthocenter, this is circumcenter. On this we have centroid, which is dividing in the ratio 2:1. Now here I have orthocenter as alpha comma beta, circumcenter as 0 comma 0. Then what you say about centroid? From this discussion, what is the centroid? See, use section division formula, mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, m by 2 plus n by 1 by m plus n. If you write directly that centroid G from this discussion is 2 into 0 is 0, 1 into alpha is alpha by 2 plus 1, 3, comma. Now 2 into 0 is 0, 1 into beta is beta by 2 plus 1 is 3. So the centroid is alpha by 3 comma beta by 3 from that discussion. But after having these three vertices, we are comfortable in writing our centroid, okay, by using centroid formula. x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Okay. So we know centroid as see root 3 plus root 7 plus root 5 by 3, x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 root 10 plus y2 root 6 plus root 8 by 3. This is centroid by the centroid formula. This is centroid from the Euler line. So when you equalize these two, you will get alpha and beta. That alpha and beta is simply nothing but orthocenter. Orthocenter is equals to alpha comma beta, and that alpha is this root 3 plus root 7 plus root 5 comma root 10 plus root 6 plus root 8. At the end, circumcenter for this problem is 0 comma 0. Orthocenter for this problem is this one. Okay, have a look. This is very special problem actually. Okay, identifying circumcenter as origin is very helpful in this problem. Have a look. First, suppose if the vertices are like this, cos alpha comma sin alpha, cos beta comma sin beta, cos gamma comma sin gamma. If the vertices are cos alpha sin alpha, cos beta sin beta, cos gamma sin gamma, these are the vertices of the triangle. Then what you say about its circumcenter? What you say about it orthocenter? See, again for these vertices, as we know, cos square theta plus sin square theta 1. Okay, so cos square alpha plus sin square alpha 1, cos square beta plus sin square beta 1, cos square gamma plus sin square gamma 1. Just as like this, square it, add 13, square it, add 13. In the same way, sum of these two squares is 1, sum of these two squares is 1, sum of these two squares is 1. Again, if these are the vertices of a triangle, when you observe, you will get that circumcenter is 0 comma 0. And since circumcenter is 0 comma 0, again go with the previous procedure as we discussed for bit A. To find orthocenter, directly you will get orthocenter is simply sum of the x coordinates, sum of the y coordinates. So orthocenter is what? Cos alpha plus cos beta plus cos gamma comma sin alpha plus sin beta plus sin gamma. So circumcenter is 0 comma 0, orthocenter is sum of x coordinates comma sum of y coordinates, and we are familiar in finding centroid. Okay, that's the thing. So this is another way, another model related to orthocenter and circumcenter. Okay, have a look. Let us look at the problems. O is the orthocenter of the triangle formed by the vertices A 1 comma minus 3, B 7 comma 2, C 2 comma 5. Then distance between orthocenters of triangle BOC and triangle AOB we need to find. Okay, and B, two vertices of a triangle are given. If orthocenter is origin, then we need to find third vertex. See, for these two problems, one particular logic is helpful. It is just related to the orthocenter, and already we discussed it in previous classes, in previous sessions, like in geometry, in properties of triangles like that. But just I will revise it. Just have a look. For suppose, first of all, I am giving you the logic. If we have a triangle like this, A, B, C. Okay. So for this triangle ABC, what is orthocenter? Orthocenter is the point of concurrency of the altitudes. Okay, you will just drop altitudes and identify the orthocenter as some H. If this is the orthocenter. After identifying orthocenter, you just join A to H, B to H and H to C. Okay, this is actually H, and join A to H, B to H, C to H. See, when you look this, how many triangles are formed? If you observe this, how many triangles are formed? Okay, yeah, there are different triangles. First one is triangle ABC, we know it. Second one is triangle AHB, and the next one is triangle BHC, and the next one is triangle CHA. CHA, this is one triangle. AHB, this is another triangle. BHC is the third triangle. So totally there are 4 triangles here. Okay, and we know for the first triangle orthocenter is H. For the first triangle orthocenter is H. See, if for the triangle ABC its orthocenter is H, then see, by the definition of the altitude along with the orthocenter, the for triangle AHB, this is one triangle is there, right? For this triangle orthocenter is C. Okay, orthocenter sometimes outside the triangle if the triangle is obtuse. So for this triangle orthocenter is C. Whereas for this triangle BHC orthocenter is A. For this triangle CHA orthocenter is B. Okay, very beautiful concept actually. Okay, very useful one also, and very simple also, and we discussed it in properties of triangles and I think so in geometry and everything. First of all, you just identify the logic, that's enough now. So for triangle ABC orthocenter is H, AHB orthocenter is C, BHC orthocenter is A, CHA orthocenter is B. Now when you look at the first problem, if you observe the first problem, the question is asking us to find distance between, yeah, here I mentioned orthocenter as H, right? But the question is saying that orthocenter as O. So you just replace H with O. So distance between orthocenters of triangle BOC and AOB. So triangle BOC, just like BHC, orthocenter is A. So orthocenter of this triangle is A, and orthocenter of this triangle is C. So they are asking us to find distance between the orthocenter of these two triangles. Simply distance between AC. A is given 1, -3. C is also given 2, 5. Find distance between these two. That distance is your answer. You just do it, okay? And let us think about the next problem. 2 vertices are given. You just say it as A, take it as B. Orthocenter is origin, so take it as H. A is given, B is given, H is given, and they are asking us to find C. So what is C? You just think about this. C is the orthocenter of triangle AHB. Okay, orthocenter is given. Again, you just find orthocenter formed by these two along with this orthocenter origin. That means this is one vertex, this is one vertex, this is origin is another vertex. Using these three, again you just find orthocenter. That orthocenter is the required third vertex C. Okay, you just complete these two problems, right? Have a look.